It was campaign. We rolled right through that. But like X-Ball is tough for us. We weren't the best X-Ball team in the world coming in. Obviously, we had some rough showings the year before, and we were doing better through that year. But Chicago, they laid the beat down on us.
Kill the dragon! Kill the dragon!
Like slay the dragon?
Oh yeah, that was Chicago.
Yeah, that was Chicago, and he said slay the dragon. That worked out well for him.
15-3, I think, was the score. So that kind of ruins your morale, you know. I mean, I definitely that's an ass whooping of ass whoopings in a finals game. So we came in, and we didn't get a break. We played Avalanche right away. Lucky a lot of those guys are quitters. So because second half those guys quit, and we got to pull off the win.
In Pittsburgh, we started off playing against Excessive. First half of the match, we started playing them. It was a pretty close game. Right before halftime, I can't remember exactly, but there was some kind of controversial call made by the refs. I don't know, some ref call. The game was still a close match, but because of that one penalty, people got out of their element, and all of a sudden, people are at each other's throats in the pit, and we blew it the second half.
Strip away the goals, but forever reaching.
Naughty Dogs, we came out strong first half, played them decent, and then once again just fell off, fell down pretty much and couldn't pick ourselves back up second half. It's been one of our problems on this team for a while now.
Coming into Pittsburgh, we were pretty much on a roll. We were on a high. I mean, we were doing well in Europe. I think we had a European event between Denver and Pittsburgh. It was campaign. We rolled right through that.
We played Dynasty and beat them in Denver. And our program beat them. And we were so proud of each other and what we had achieved to do that. But there was always that next hurdle, which was X-Ball. We really felt that we had a really good chance to beat them finally in X-Ball. And then when we had to play them, pretty much like right off the break.
Watch out, watch out.
All began in the 80s, our reaction bothered our faction. Charts of star attractions, trying to get ratings, one of the films, putting a fresh young wise guy on your screen, shouting action. Do what they say and feel the day. I want you to get real and you're dealing with our minority view, represented by the heads of a new station in the nation. Come to say what they think without reprisals of fear in the so-called democracy. So many have fought and died for rightly or wrongly. Now we got a new term to sweeten the language. All together now, everybody think PC. It's an easy time.
We came out and we were literally playing on fire. We were doing what it took to win. Every line was going out there and winning. No penalties. That was real key for us because we're a big penalty-friendly team.
What's up with the moral standpoint situation? I don't give you a program, all this misinformation. Where you from? What brings you to this part of town? You ask me to be getting down with your crusade in the aid of what exactly? Everyone you see me touch your effect ends in tragedy. Fact is you ain't done nothing in your life to earn the kind of respect that the people need to be giving you. To dignify and make your leader elect. So I was also creating nothing to get all the power. With the greater knowledge of speaking things they know nothing about. Every eye on the radio and the press, they become celebrities, the status beyond their abilities, when they should be led in humility and apologize to the nation for years of abuse of the truth and moral crusade, trying to shape a utopia which only exists in their own minds, and that's intelligentsia crimes. Real prejudice exists when you do something for the sake of it, trying to be stylish, leaving the public not knowing what to make of it. All they see is them paying for the crimes of others, and all they see is them paying for the choice of a mother. And all they hear about is how there ain't enough equal rights. Special rights is a fact, they'll be fooled cause they're smooth and years crack. And all they hear about is how they gotta give more than time and pay to those who live far away. Y'all under surveillance, we are watching your failings. Y'all under surveillance.
Watch out, watch out.
Y'all under surveillance, emergency stations. Y'all under surveillance.
Watch out, watch out.
Y'all under surveillance when it finally happens. Y'all under surveillance, all your various factions. Y'all under surveillance, it begins today. Y'all under surveillance, your history. Here's an example. Girl works for a firm in the eyes of the housing department, lives alone but she shares a home with a mechanic boyfriend who's claiming benefit, but doing a bit here, doing a bit there, selling pirate videos, getting his money from everywhere and anywhere. When they book a vacation, can you guess a location? Is it out to a nearby resort that they all wanna go? You shit me man, 2 weeks in Mexico. On a return, a friends call up to say they get tickets for a women's interest TV show to be filmed at a Wednesday. Subject being equal opportunities and all that kind of thing. So she phones back and says, yeah, I'll go. She's known for having a mouth on it, for having a say. It's well-known opinion the cause of all problems in the world is men today. Despite one inventing the television, the telephone, the things she uses and abuses. The presenter stuck in the studio full like a cat in heat. 10 opinions a minute, gets girls up on their feet. Do we want this, do we want that? Our rights being abused when we go window shopping. You think my man can afford all that? So they're driving back in a new car to indirectly pay for my taxes. But no matter the facts, I send to the press to highlight the distress. State of affairs causes me and a million others. I just can't get access. Bit like a divorced father, and what's his business about half anyway? Still be living at your mother's, getting around on a cheap date. When you question the whole damn thing, from local authorities to media to education, you so don't sweat it or you regret it. The majority of opinions change it for the better. Don't need to get down with it. Well, is that so? In the real world, I don't think so. But half the rest of the world, this is how it goes. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. You're born, I know one listens to your ideas no more. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for. What the fuck? We all gotta get down with you for.
You know, a lot of times, I love the Dynasty guys, but every time they lose, they'll say to themselves that, oh, we beat ourselves, you know, we didn't get beat. And I think that in Pittsburgh, we actually did beat them.
Today's win against Dynasty, I think we're in their heads now. I really think we are in their heads. We trained to beat Dynasty, and we're doing that consistently now.
They played good. They could have played a little better. You know, I've seen them play better, but I think we were playing our top game right now, so it's tough to beat if they're not playing their top game.
But then right when we got rolling, it was just snowball downhill. Just when we get ahead, we just keep pounding to them.
You know, things were going our way. We were getting our kills off the break. I think more than they were. We're probably getting more G's off the break. So maybe they're having a little trouble with the laning.
We just took that advantage of us being on top and just rolled with it, and just started giving them the business.
And we beat them twice in a row and won the event, so it was pretty substantial for the team.
We had a tough game today against Team Excessive. We play them guys a lot. You know, we come into, we have a lot of run-ins with those guys, and you know, they got the better of us today.
The internet people are like, oh yeah, Dynasty's reign's over. Well, they don't know much, you know, that's why they're sitting there on the internet trying to figure stuff out.
They're the team to beat. You know, now I think we're the team to beat.
We came off two losses now to Excessive both times, and Excessive has just been, you know, nipping at our heels for 2 years now. You know, they finally got to a tournament.
It's kind of just a joke. I mean, we're fine, nothing's wrong. We just didn't play very well, and they played better. It's not even that we need to bounce back, it's just we didn't bounce anywhere. We're still on top, we're still fine.
It's difficult to come off 2 losses, especially doing so well throughout the season. You know, I don't think a lot of people really understand how difficult it really is to win an event. I mean, any event, regardless if it's X-Ball or 7-man. You know, obviously you can kind of tell because really Excessive and us were the only 2 really teams that won last year.
My bloodline pump through time infinite. Bump this rhyme infinite. Sharpie permanent. Press my warm breath everlasting. Me, I got deep roots. Fine lineage. My bloodline pump through time infinite. Bump this rhyme infinite. Sharpie permanent. Press my warm breath everlasting. Hey yo, shots from the core, hot rocks, ready rippling thought, the top-notch orator through the door, here to explore, unlock the box, barricaded, interrogating intelligence, who's telling it? Draw my own lines to the relevant, personal, applicable, label me non-trickable, I never play the monkey in the middle, that's despicable, rather prove a personal power and tower over this residual clone, and that residual clone is individual own, homegrown, and throw poems at the matrix, got the playlist. Watch me shapeshift, makeshift reality, toppled by this unstoppable force. I chart course. Hey, yo, me, I got deep roots, fine lineage. My bloodline pump through time infinite. Bump this rhyme infinite. Sharpie permanent, press my warm breath everlasting. Man, I never volunteered to breathe, but I'm voluntarily married to life. My lapel stays barren of stripes. What have I learned? Impossible to gauge with your visual gaze. Never measure my full effort in a day. Spent dense in the conversation. That's assuming the tolerance and the patience. Whoa, no. Pause the facade for a moment. God-given face most potent. Sadly, the least recognized. We release mechanized personality. 24 years grown rapidly. Mastering the social interaction. Strapped with the answer to the question. Programmed for action. Throwing up the hands laughing. You're overconfident, captain. Better trust the skipper inside. Let him navigate the race and face the rippling tides. Fuck another man's star charts. What's a trip without a struggle through the hard parts? The turbulence. Swerving through this murderous purest version of permanence. We got to struggle through the hard parts, the turbulence, steady swerving through this murderous version of permanence. Like
That guy got hit in the back. You don't call him 1-for-1. Even though he shoots me in the face, that sucks.
It's no secret. Every single person on my team knows at the end of the year, if you walk away with the World Cup win, you're a rock star.
It means a lot. It's the biggest tournament there is. Definitely a big one to win, and I've never won a World Cup pro, so it definitely would be fun.
It's definitely huge because now it's basically like us in Dynasty, and I think that if we win this, you know, our fan base is going to be huge, but we're finally going to get that respect we deserve.
XSV was just super hungry to beat us, you know. I mean, they want to knock us off the top, you know. So for them, any chance that they get to practice or work hard or strive hard to do that, they have to take it, you know, because they know that if they don't, then we'll continue to be on top.
It's going to be tough, but I think we'll be able to win. We'll be able to take it to them. We've been doing really well these last events, NPPL and PSP. I really think we can pull it out at the end of the year.
Forget that regret is in. They storm the castles on a 2-3 floor. You do nothing for him, so easy to set you free. Pop on goes holding on. Save us who care so vague for stars. Seems so very vague.
Going into World Cup this year was there was a lot of pressure on us because we had changed sponsors up a lot. Everything was on the line, you know. It was all based off like performance, like, you know, and whether we were going to be able to survive the next year.
Warming up my balls. These balls are real fragile. Really warm them up.
Came out and we started playing against Infamous, and we came out strong. We went up 6-0. It was pretty much chaos. Yeah, an emotional roller coaster.
It was a good vibe going into that one, you know. We just had it all going. They were playing good. You know, they gave Dynasty a run for the money in the first game, and then we came in.
Certain teams can play X-ball. Certain teams can't. Like, they may be good at 7-man, but when it comes to X-ball, there's only a couple super teams that can play really good in 7-man and really good in X-ball.
Nothing to take away from them, but, you know, we just knew that we were going to smash them. It's just XSV way.
Their children are all world, baby. Children. Long flight home to Scandinavia.
Experience, we stand a fatal chance with all the miles and the markers in between. I'll see you once a month and then we'll have our fun.
Then back to tagging games on our machines. It's the same old thing. I'm watching you leave. Who knows how long this will keep going on? Not dreaming just to see you. Let's have another dance, one more round of romance. Devour a bottle, smoke a cigarette or two. We'll turn the whole world off, pretend the clocks have stopped. Ignore everyone else till both of us are through. We are proud. It's the same old thing. You're waiting for me, but I'm still gone. Don't know when I'll be home. You're dreaming just to see me. This is my message. I hope you're listening. I'm halfway across the world and I'm still thinking of you. Please don't forget me. I want you only. If you could see this through, then I'll be coming back to you. I hate these rainy days when you're so far away. My bed is cold whenever you're not here with me. It's really not that bad. If they knew what we had, they'd shut their mouths and let us both do our own things. Our own things.
Us and Rage, when we play each other, we're both hot-headed teams. We have a lot of hot-headed guys on our team, and they have a lot of hot-headed players on their teams.
In fact, when they lose, they just go right to fighting. They're so good. I mean, they already got that in their game plan. I'm surprised they don't have bayonets stuck to their angels.
You know, they got a good solid squad, but not enough depth to actually compete in X-Ball, I don't think. But we wound up smashing them, and they wound up wanting to give us some extra.
Me and John ended up being the last two guys left. There was one of them left in the corner. We decided that we weren't going to shoot him. The horn blew. He obviously thought that was a go horn, as he started shooting everybody on the field, which refs included. And then my cool-headed players on my team came on the field with their guns, pointed at the Rage guys, and they started shooting people. So that went over well with it.
A couple guys thought they got overshot, and then we overshot, and then they overshot, and became an overshot fest, you know. But, you know, we're all competitors, you know. It's the end of the game, you know, me and Rich shake hands. It's no big deal. It's go forward, you know.
It's the World Cup, man. It's intense, and tempers flare, you know. So tempers definitely flared at the end of that game. It was a good one.
I hope you're listening. I'm halfway across the world and I'm still thinking of you. Please don't forget me. I want you only. If you could see this through, then I'll be coming back to you. I guess there's more to us than we knew. I hope we'll make it through. Just float on by, right before my eyes. This is my message. I hope you're listening. I'm halfway across the world and I'm still thinking of you. Please don't forget me. I want you only. If you could see this through, then I'll be coming back to you.
Obviously, the competition was very good. We didn't do it as well as we wanted to do. You know, we don't have a solid, 15 guys to play X-Ball, but did the best we could, and it wasn't good enough.
we play the Naughty Dogs, it really is like going back to the basics, because that team is a great team and they have a chance to beat anybody, but they have a tendency to totally just f it up at the end, you know? Like they do it all the time. They beat teams and then they'll throw it away. So for us, it's like, just play solid, play consistent. Just go out there and, you know, win it. Just play like we normally do.
Anytime you play those guys, it could be you could just beat them real good, real solid, stay on it, or it could be point for point. They win a point, you win a point. You never know how they're going to come out.
This is the World Cup. Names are made here. Epic stories are told through the World Cup competition. You show up to play the Naughty Dogs, you always have to remember, you know, we don't know which Naughty Dog team we're going to get today, so you have to be prepared as if we would prepare to play Dynasty, you know, because they're a good-ass team, man. looked at them as they were a threat, but I really felt that, it was us in Dynasty. That's who we really felt it would be in the finals.
The whole time we felt like the game was ours, and like just to the very end, and then like to lose that last point where it's like that was the clincher, you know it's over and you're not playing the next game against Dynasty, and it's just like the worst feeling. Everything's just taken away. It's the World Cup, it's gone.
The final Dynasty game was really disappointing for me because I don't feel that the team really did rise to that level in Orlando that we could have. That's what we do for a living. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do, is rise to that level.
Excessive was nipping at our heels all year, and this is the last event. This is the World Cup.
To win a World Cup would mean a lot. I've just been around a lot and seen what it means to win a World Cup. It's where champions are just built and made right there.
Whatever happens in World Cup, that's what people remember, and every team knows that, So every team goes out there knowing that it's like their one chance to redeem themselves, or to make a name for themselves, or to squash any rumors or any doubts that people have.
I want to win the World Cup. Want to go in strong. Put everything together and try and make a win out of it.
Going into that game, we knew that if we lost to them at that point, we had to save face pretty much, because this was our year. This was probably one of the best years we ever had, and they were this close every single time.
Until right now, okay?
That field in Orlando was just sitting field. And if we tried to break out to a bunker, one thing when we did try that, we were getting chopped up.
So we grinded out a couple points. They only scored 1 point, which made it 6-4. Guess that was the only point they needed since we didn't score a point in the second half.
We were on top and we had the game, and we kind of let them just get a point and just keep rolling with it.
You know, they came out and played us better than we played them. They rose to the occasion and we didn't. And I think that's just the bottom line.
Forget prevention, there's no use. Don't let the beatings drag you down.
Another year gone, another World Cup not won.
And you look around and like, all the guys have that same look on their face. And like, everyone knows, like, thank God it's finally over. We did it, you know.
There's so much building up to that final game. There's so much stress and just aggression, just wanting to get it done. And once you finally realize you're gonna win, it's like it just leaves you. And honestly, usually I'm just happy that it's over. And everyone is. It's not just me. There's just like everyone's just like, oh, thank God, you know, we got through it and we won.
I had an opportunity of a lifetime this past couple days to secure my future with job security, health benefits. It's something that I always have dreamt of, and learning how a company works, and I've made a gigantic transition in my life to play for the Ironmen, which was the first pro team that I ever played for.
After it happened and I went home and I saw all the postings on the internet, it bothers me that a lot of it was, he's not really screwing over his team. It's a lot of money, it's his future. And I agree with that. And when him and I talked on that Saturday, he showed up Saturday and told us he was leaving. And then later on that day, him and I talked and I said, I understand you're leaving. He doesn't come from a lot of money in his family, and this is $100,000 plus a year is a fantastic opportunity for him. But I said, how you're doing this, how you're going about this is what's hurting everyone's feelings. Leaving a week before the tournament and just quitting and saying that's, I'm out of here. Good luck, guys. You're my. And he said, we're his family, his best friends he's ever had.
This is what we do for a living, and we do it better than anybody else, because we're Dynasty! Why? Dynasty! Why? Dynasty!
Team's not taking it well. Obviously, my position, my role on the team, very strong. And that's, they lost a very core member. And, a lot of them don't understand the reasons behind it, and they think things. And a lot of them who really don't have much, similar to where I was coming from, and I knew that this is all I had, and I had to take the opportunity that I had to take.
I'll shoot Matt. Here we go.
I don't understand how you do that to people, man. I wish I had something more eloquent to say, but Yosh and Alex and BC and Johnny and Mignon and Opie, they were family, they were family and friends, and I don't understand how someone would do that to them and break their hearts. And it's not just like your teammate leaving, he broke their hearts.
We played San Diego Legacy first game. First game was pretty close. It was down the wire. Second game, we just smashed them, and it was real easy. They just got stupid penalties. They ran into our guns. It was a joke. We just smashed them. It was a joke.
Entertain these thoughts of reason, given to this way of life. Open up and stop complaining. Maybe soon come to realize. Can you see what I'm seeing? Not to read between the lines. Make a turn in a new direction. See the world through different eyes. Look away before you're blind. Lose your pride or you'll start to swell. It's hard now we're all against you. Turn around before you fail.
Second game, we just smashed them. It was real easy. They just got stupid penalties. And ran into our guns. After that, we came up to Legion. I thought we always played them pretty well. They smashed us before, but it's not like we had the best players on New York.
Never had a chance. Can you see what I'm seeing? Love to read between the lines. Make a turn in a new direction. See the world through different eyes. Look away before you're blinded. Lose your pride for you'll start to swell. It's not that we're all.
We took it overtime, but then we stepped on our dicks. It was stupid. I don't think New York will have a winning season for a long time.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's crazy at times, some ups and downs, but it's a lot of fun, man. Bunch of great guys. We're all like brothers, hang out all the time.
I had no idea I'd grow into this. Never thought it was gonna be this. We're so tight. We're friends. We really and truly live together, or hang out together, or just spend our lives together.
I consider myself very lucky that I was with this group of guys when I was. At that tournament, something really special happened with Trauma. We came together closer than we ever have before, and we just, everybody went out there and played their hearts out.
It was tough. It came down to World Cup and finally beat the teams we needed to beat.
We went to this World Cup knowing that we were going to win. And I don't think there was any doubt in anybody's mind. We got together when we first became an NXL team and said, we're on a 3-year plan. At the end of 3 years, we're going to win this thing.
It's the biggest tournament of the season. It's the one everyone wants to win, especially in the NXL. You're fighting for $40,000 and you get that fat ring on your finger.
Whenever we feel like we're going to play a team that we feel like we're going to beat, we always seem to struggle. And whenever we play a team that we know is going to be real hard, we always play a little better.
Actually, we came out kind of sloppy and we lost the first match. Didn't play too hot, and then so we had to come back and actually win 2 matches in a row to advance to the second round.
Not to take anything away from the Army. Maybe they don't produce the greatest record, but when they play us, it's always kind of hard. I'm not sure whether it was a little bit of scared to lose or confidence that, this is going to be easy. But between the two, I wasn't blown away at the fact that we lost that first game. And I think losing that first game made us all realize how close we were to losing our dreams, maybe.
I don't know what it was, but even after the match, we were like, they beat us, but we're going to win.
After the first match, we came in and changed a lot of stuff around, and I guess just everybody kind of realized, hey man, it's not going to be an easy road to the 40 grand or winning World Cup. So we, I guess everybody stepped up a lot, and we won the next 2 matches and advanced to the second round.
Had a lot of expectations up at World Cup, and always bridesmaid, never a bride. We just like stepping on our dicks at the end of the year. What can I say? Traumas never say die. That's the thing about those boys. They just, every point's a grind. They don't let up on anything. That's one thing about those kids I really love, is they got so much heart.
Oakland definitely has like a lot of really strong shooters on their squad.
They got Zach in the back, man. He's just, him and Ron, just on both squads, just real good at shooting on the break. So I think we were kind of a little hesitant in like running the snake or running the corners.
They were definitely hitting us off the break, so we had to slow it down just a little bit.
You know, we beat them the first game. They came back and, you know, they were beating us.
We came out the second match and kind of got our asses kicked.
In the second game, we went out and they were beating us so bad that we were like, we started doing breakout drills. They were beating us so bad.
Man, if we don't get our shit together, then we are gonna not win this. You know?
Finally now I found a way to fill the void that hollowed me, casting down my fear and disillusions. I'm reaching for a higher mark, no more crawling in the dark, with the light of life illuminating new desires inside my heart, diving into deeper thought, making real for me what you could only dream. Softer now, the screaming. Here's to life, here's to the better times, here's to the thought of something new and different. Come one May, I'll be fine. You'll see in time.
Don't get that attitude, Ice. What? I'm seeing your hand go up like this. I'm gonna sit something. I'll get out there and play on myself. He's a stubborn bad guy.
Here's to life, here's to the better times, here's to the thought of something new and different. Come one May, I'll be fine. You'll see in time. Here's to life, here's to the better times, here's to the thought of something new and different. Come one May, I'll be fine. You'll see in time.
Yeah, whoa!
Third game, we got a little bit behind, and our guys just couldn't come back, couldn't dig it out.
The crowd was getting way into it. Bob was getting all riled up and stuff. Yeah, we definitely had a tough game against Oakland.
I love my guys, I love Bob, and I love the winning tradition. But I hate losing. I hate losing in the end. I hate losing when it counts.
Coming into Cup, knowing that we had to play Strange, you know, we felt good playing Strange because, you know, we beat them last. You know, we knew they were a tough team, and we didn't want to take them lightly or anything. But we definitely were ready to go.
Come around, get you out of here. I could tell that you were well by the way you left me standing there. It takes some time. It takes
it just seemed like when we were trying to just beat them, we were playing, I guess, maybe more timid or something, because we wanted to get each and every point. When we started getting more aggressive, started making moves a little quicker, I felt that, things were definitely going our way. Like they maybe couldn't keep up at that point. But, every time we adjusted like that, it was just too late, Cup, and then, having a great year, and then losing 2 in a row was real rough. For a lot of guys on the team, including myself, it was a lot to take in. It was kind of like a bad nightmare, and you're just like, yeah, how'd that happen,
Game against Strange was a very good game. They played really good. Obviously, if you've seen us play, we're very technical. Strange they're very good at adapting to other teams' game styles. They figured out what we were doing. They started pushing the center real hard, and it was working. It was working in their favor. Luckily, we managed to turn it around, adjust our game plans, and came through the wins.
And we are so sedated, stubborn as the tide. We wear ourselves to stone and cleanse the scales of pride. Self-insinuated, we are not alone. We force the shells to sleep and always waiting there. And we are so sedated, stubborn as the tide. We wear ourselves to stone and we are not alone.
Honestly, anytime it's a competition, you're out there to win. World Cup, I don't think is any different. You know, it was a fight. We knew it was going to be a fight. We knew it was going to be hard. And it was going to be a close match.
We're a great team, and we're an untold story that people don't know about us. Everybody knows who Dynasty is. Nobody knows who Trauma is.
The Russians are an awesome team, you know, and basically we went out there and all of our guys were super motivated. Everybody was ready to take this team down.
Hey, everybody feels it! Hey, everybody feels it!
We knew we had gone too far to just give it up then.
We were sure on 70% we were gonna win, and we keep the tactics like against the Strange. We decided to play against Trauma like against Strange, and we lost all the games.
There was just something about it that we knew, and it was almost more of like we didn't have to do anything different. All we had to do was be ourselves, play like we play, and we'd be straight.
You look at Trauma, you know, they're a very, very good team. They don't practice anywhere near as much as us, but they have so much heart and drive that I think that was the main reason why they did beat us.
The first squad stepped up with like Lucia and Tyler just played real good on the snake side. They played real sick and just came through. David shooting people on the break. They ended up stepping up real big.
Trauma was always taking the Burrito side and pushed us hard for that, and we kept shooting the center. So the worst feeling which I ever had was on that World Cup, really.
We straight went heads up against them and just beat them at what we were doing. We just, you know, everybody went out there and played their hearts out.
We're taking first place. We're not taking second place. So get up and play like you know how to play, goddammit.
most of our games during the year, there'd be 8 fans or whatever, 9 people in the stands. This game, both stands were just packed. There were people everywhere. I was so happy, and I started getting naked and throwing everything over the net. And apparently I got a 2-minute penalty for throwing my mask, but it worked out okay.
It was just perfect, man, because we didn't know we were going to win the match right there, buzzer beater, you know, right there at the end. It was pretty insane, man. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know, we just played with our hearts, played as hard as we could. We played to win, and we did it. 2 games.
You know, to be honest, we were lacking a little bit of passion, which probably hurt us. We lost 2 straight games.
The moment that they hung that flag, and I mean, it was just, I'm not sure whether it was relief or satisfaction or joy or all the above, you know, but it was unbelievable.
This is the last event. This is the World Cup. You know, it's the Super Bowl of paintball.
What I'm looking forward to is seeing what happens to the NXL. I'd be stoked to be able to play against those players, you know? Because I think we destroy them. Except maybe the Russians. They seem to be pretty good at paintball.
Yeah. What did you say?
Slay that dragon.
Slay the dragon! Cut that head off. Yeah. Cut your ween off.
Hey, I'm going to take this time, guys, to pour out some of this XSV energy drink for all the homies.
Energy drink. Holler at him. Slay the energy drink. Yep.
First of all, okay,
let's talk about backup.
Let's talk about backup.
Let's talk about protecting the flag.
Protection, latex protection.
And having a lot of good cover fire.
Lots of cover fire. Lots of good cover. So basically, you want to have a lot of people on your back. Watching your back. Watching.
Yeah, pretty much we got no choice but to go whoop Oakland's ass. If we don't, we go home. If we do, we play the Russians and can win a lot of money.
We're the only two teams in the finals. I should probably turn my phone off. Huh?
Yeah, probably be good.
Hold on, this is a good song. Oriental City. Okay.